Hi, it's Christine here. Just a quick mention about what to check when you upload your the Google Docs formatted document into KDP. So when you go into KDP, then you can click on, let me just go back here. I think I maybe already created this video before, but I'm doing it again. So when you're in KDP, you've uploaded the Word document or the book, unless it is obviously already a Mobi file or something like that. Then you need to come down to number 7, preview your book. So when you click on there, you will get the book in several different formats. So let's just go with the standard that it's in, which is Firefox Fire HDX, because we can't be looking through all of these different versions. So let's just work with this one. Obviously that needs to be as big as it can, but you know what we've got is what we have there, so that's fine. Then you need to go through and check. You should have already checked this in Google Docs, so that's okay. You don't need to check that here, that they all work. If we can, let's make sure this goes onto one page. So we shouldn't have the acknowledgements going over onto the next page, because when we come to the look inside, we want to have as few pages as possible at the beginning before the actual content of the book. So as you're going through this, I just want to check for line spacing and things like that. But then the most important things, and sometimes we do have to send it away for things like this. This is where when the dot points or bullet points are on one single line, it all works out well. You can see there that they all work out really nicely underneath each other. But unfortunately, when you've got a longer line like this, sometimes it goes over. So we need to make this, as good as possible, and we want that really to be aligned under here. Then I just need you to click on each of the blue links and check that they do go to the relevant place. So check that first of all they're hyperlinked, but also that they do go to what is mentioned. Like that says Ultimate Man Summit, and obviously that does take you to the Ultimate Man Summit, so that's all good. So you need to check on each of those links. Okay, now this again, because it's gone into two different most of it goes over two different lines. It's not too bad. I can live with that. But then it's other things, again, checking all of those bullet point, hyperlinks rather. Like here, we've got some numbers there. Can we have a space before and a space after, please? So a space before and a space after that. So you need to go back to the Google Docs, find the relevant place in the Google Docs, and then make that change. Okay. He's got one line, and then the paragraph, and that's for emphasis. Some of that, depending on what the context is, I would like to see them a line space in between. Okay, so let's just keep quickly going through. There's quite a few edits that we've made in this. It all comes down to your perspective, how you see things. Okay, that's okay. This could possibly be a line space at the end of each of these. Okay. And again, we've got the bullet points here that aren't lining up correctly. This looks messy here. Okay, and it's part of the way that he's written it for emphasis, so you need to go back and just read that and see if it makes sense the way it's laid out. Otherwise it might need a line space in between each of these different parts here. It all depends on the context, so as I say, go back and read it. There were quite a few other things. Yeah, make these images as large as possible, and let's see if we can do it in a way that we don't have that box around it as well. I'm sure we need to work through that one. I think that's about it, but I'll just get up the document that we just did. So this is the edits that I've come up with for this book here. So you can see there's bullet points, there's line space in between, space between paragraphs. The subheading, we've got pillars, we've got all the different pillars that went with that image that I just showed you with the pillars. I think it'd be really good if we had the pillar of wealth. Yeah, it's bold, but it still doesn't really stand out. So all of the pillars there, we need to make either a font 13 or 14 because the rest of the text is 11. So we need to make that a bit bigger so it stands out more. So most of it is all around the bullet points there, the biggest headaches that we have. And again, the image, making that larger so we can have it without, hopefully without that box in there. And then new pages here, so just make sure that each chapter is on a new page. You can see here that chapter 10, we just need to go back there and make sure we've got a page break there. And the same again for about the author needs a page break. Okay, thanks.